Good morning. For an encouraging moment, I'd like to tell or repeat a story that I have heard. It's about an elderly missionary couple in Africa. They have reached the end of their time there. They're wanting to return to New York to retire. They have no pension, and their health is shot. They are defeated, discouraged, and afraid. They get passage on a ship bound for New York City. They get on the ship and nobody pays any attention to them. Nobody notices them. But while they're on ship, they learn that Teddy Roosevelt, President of the United States, is returning on the ship with them back to New York. He had been in Africa on a big hunting expedition. So they noticed as they're sailing that every time the president moves, the crowd moves with him just to get a glimpse of this famous man. But nobody pays attention to the missionary couple. During the sailing, the missionary gentleman, remarks to his wife, "Something is wrong here. We have given our life in Africa in faithful service to the Lord, and nobody cares. This man returns from a hunting trip, and they make much ado about him, but they don't give two hoops about of us." The man's very upset, and his wife says, "You shouldn't feel this way." The man says, "I can't help it. This is not right. Something's wrong here." They get into harbor in New York City, and there is a big band. There's a mayor, all kinds of dignitaries are there to greet the president as he gets off. But there's no one to meet the missionary couple. They quietly get off the ship. They go to the east side of New York City and found a very, very cheap flat where they have to contemplate, what are we going to do now? How are we going to make a living? We have no money. That night, the missionary man, his heart broke. And he told his wife, he says, "I'm done. This is it. God has not treated us fairly." His wife calmly says, "Now, dear, go to the bedroom and you talk to the Lord and you tell him this." So he did. A little later, he comes out. His face is glowing with hope. He has a slight smile on his face. And she says, "What happened?" And he says, "Well, the Lord has settled it with me. I told him I was very bitter about the reception the president gets from coming home from a hunting trip, and nobody is there to meet us as we came home." And he says, "Then I felt a gentle touch on my shoulder from the Lord. And he said to me, 'But you are not home yet. Not home yet.'" How true these words are. And we must stop as believers and remember, this earth is not our home. We are, as believers, get very few rewards. Very few pats on the back. Usually it's a kick in the rear. But that's what the Bible tells us that we are to expect while we're on earth. It says your rewards is in heaven, because that is your home for eternity. Let us be lighthearted and think of this and lift our spirits, because as we go through troubles every day, and the Bible guarantees we're going to have lots of troubles just because we're believers. So help us to believe, to be encouraged, to go on, to persevere in our journey, in our walk with the Lord. Let us always remember our reward is in heaven, which is our home. It is guaranteed as long as we remain faithful and believe in the Lord. Thank you. Thank you for your time.